Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Sunday Anime Chat. It is I, your host, Pop Culture Mechanic. Please call me Pop for short. And now, a new month means a new theme. What could it possibly be? I think it's a mystery that we'll have to solve after the news of the week. You guys know how this all goes. Before I get into that, I'd like to welcome Jake D. One should never look too deeply into anything in the state, except mine. Okay. And Alex Moore, something to listen to while you read One Piece. Excellent. Keep it up, man. You're doing great. You're moving right along. I hope you're having a good time reading One Piece. Godzillionaire, everyone's favorite affluent kaiju. Is this the stream where we form the Whoopstotska secret police? It could be. We may have to do some, some secret police stuff. Be a most breathtaking documentary. Yes, I think so too. All right, let's get to it. We've got News of the Week, courtesy of the Anime News Network. Right off the bat, coming back to you from Monday. The Super Mario Bros. Movie remains number 2 top-earning film worldwide in U.S. in 2023. That is awesome. It says here, we can read a little bit of it. It says the film earns U.S. $1.361 billion worldwide. Nicely done, Mario Brothers. Fate Samurai Remnant game gets DLC in February. Yusuke Murata reveals more animated videos for Zayuki Anime Project. Zayuki or Sayuki? Maybe it's another Monkey King anime? Kind of looks like it from the picture. R-Type Tactics 1 and 2 Cosmos game launches in fall 2024. Launches for the PS5, PS4, Switch, Xbox Series, and Steam. Wow. You get it on all the platforms. Pon no Michi anime second promo video previews opening theme. Overlord anime film to open this year. Okay, Overlord. Might be something to watch out for, especially if it's going to be in theaters. Going back to Tuesday, The Duke of Death and His Maid anime's 3rd season premieres in April. I don't know if anybody's been watching that one. The Duke of Death and His Maid. I haven't. Gushing Over Magical Girls anime streams episode 1 preview. I was already told not to watch this because of the content. And, what was it? Serranos actually was like, hey, did you watch that yet? And I'm like, no, I haven't. I was going to watch it after dinner. And he's like, nah, don't bother. It's not good. Like, okay. Good enough for me. I trust his judgment. Can you show more of R-Type? Yeah, why not? Granzella announced on its YouTube channel on Friday that it'll launch its R-Type Tactics 1 and 2 Cosmos game for all the systems in 2024. The game was slated for release in summer 2023 in the West for all the systems, but Granzella delayed it to 2024. NIS America will publish the game in English, and it describes R-Type Tactics 1 and 2 Cosmos. Outsmart and outgun your opponent in R-Type Tactics 1 and 2 Cosmos. The ultimate turn-based strategy shoot-'em-up collection. This 2-game combination of the classic R-Type Tactics title arrives on modern consoles for the first time, equipped with an armada of unique units to deploy across dozens of levels, all visually realized in Unreal Engine 5. Multi-campaigns allow you to take on the Baido Empire for playing as them yourself, while competitive online play lets you square off against others. The first R-Type arcade shooter debuted in 1987. R-Type Final debuted for the PS2 in 2003. R-Type Tactics and the R-Type Tactics 2 sequel debuted for the PlayStation Portable in 2007 and 2009. Tozai Games launched R-Type Dimensions, a compilation of the first two R-Type games on PC via Steam, in 2018. NIS America launched Granzella R-Type Final 3 Evolved game for PlayStation 5 in North America on April 25th. Granzella released the R-Type Final 2 sequel game for PS4, Xbox One, Series XS, Switch, PC, Steam worldwide in April 2021. Looks like there's a lot of them out there. Hey Woopa, how you doing? Nice to see you. Okay, well that's it for R-Type. You can get it for all the systems it looks like, but you're going to have to wait until fall of 2024. Be Forever Yamato Rebel $31.99 Anime's teaser reveals July 19th debut of 7 films. You think NIS is the Trial of Heroes company? Or Trails? Do you mean Trials or Trails of? I'm going to check this one out because I am a fan of Yamato. The official website for Yamato Yotowa ni Rebel $31.99, the next project in the Space Battleship Yamato remakes, unveiled a new teaser trailer and visual for the anime on Wednesday. The teaser reveals the anime staff and also reveals that the anime will premiere as 7 films, beginning with the first film, Kuro no Shinyaku, or Dark Invasion. Manga creator and mechanical designer Kiya Asayama drew the below teaser visual for the anime. The new teaser visual is an homage to a visual for the 1980 film Be Forever Yamato. Naomichi Yamato is directing the new anime with Harutoshi Fuki, now also credited as supervising director along with his roles as head writer and scriptwriter as in a previous anime in the series. Hideki Oka is also returning as co-writer on the script. Nobuteru Yuki is returning as character designer, and Junichiro Tamamori, Mika Akitaka, and Yusushi Ishizu is credited for mechanical designs. Hiroyuki Goto is the CD producer, while Shosuke Ueki is credited as CG director. Tomohiro Yoshida is the sound director. As with the prior anime in the series, late producer Yoshinobu Nishizaki is credited for the original work, and his son, Shoji Nishizaki, is credited as chief production supervisor and copyright chief supervisor. The new project is a sequel to the Uchu Senken Yamato 2205, Arantanaru Tabidachi, which opened in February 2022. I still have to watch that one. I've caught up to 2202. I've watched that one. Now I just have to watch Yamato 2205. Be Forever Yamato is also the title of the 1980 sequel to the original Yamato anime project. The 1980 film story is not set in the year 3199, but the 2004 original video anime series Dai Yamato Zero Go's story is set in that year. Yeah, maybe Trails? Yes, Yamato Girls there, Jake D. Yes. Who doesn't like Yamato Girls? Moving along, that was a short news day on Tuesday. Moving along to Wednesday. The Irregular at Magic High School anime's new opening series reveals opening song artist Lisa. Akuyaku Reiju Tensei Ojisan TV anime confirmed. Crunchyroll to stream Blue Exorcist, Shimane, Illuminati Saga, Kingdom Season 5, The Strongest Tanks Labyrinth Raids, more anime updated. North American anime and manga releases, that's all on Wednesday. Going along to Thursday, the Japanese Animation TV ranking. Let us check that out. The final episode of the live-action series adaptation of Hinako Ashihara's Sexy Tanaka-san manga aired on NTV on Sunday, and it earned a 5.6% rating. First up, Saze-san, followed by Detective Conan, then Chibi Maruko-chan. Frieren, Journey's End is up there. Firefighter Daigo, Rescuer in Charge, is in the middle as well, followed by Doraemon, Crayon Shin-chan, Soaring Sky, Pretty Cure, One Piece, and then animated Osaru no George, or Curious George. On your tombstone, just put Awooga as your epitaph. I think that can be arranged. New Yorosei Yatsura's anime second half previews theme songs in 5th promo video. An awful lot of promo videos. I would just think that Yorosei Yatsura should speak for itself. I mean, really, people that know. I guess the new generation might not know, but if you're any kind of an anime fan, you had to have heard of Yorosei Yatsura. You want to start Frieren, but you're having trouble fighting the lazy in your soul? Ooh. Alright, Jake D. And, when we were talking about it with Blaine, and he came up with a good point, is you have to be in the right mindset to watch Frieren. Sometimes, some people aren't in the right mindset, but, if you're ready for it, you're ready for it. Start with the first episode and see what you think. Spy Family Code White Film stays at number 1 in the second weekend in Japan with 800 million yen. I mean, that's great. It's nice to see Spy Family doing so well. I enjoyed season 1. Mrs. Mechanic and myself are waiting for season 2 to be on DVD so we can just binge it. Spy Family Cold White Anime Films stayed at number 1 in the second weekend in the Japanese box office. It sold 585,000 tickets and earned 800 million yen. The film sold 2 million tickets and has earned a cumulative total of 2.8 billion yen in its 10 days of screening from December 22nd to 31st. As of Wednesday, in its 13 days of screening, the film sold 2.59 million tickets and has earned a cumulative total of 3.4 billion yen. The film opened in Japan on December 22nd. The film is an all-new work with an original story. The film sold 866,000 tickets and earned 1.224 billion yen in its first 3 days. Crunchyroll will screen the film in North America in 2024. Original manga creator Tatsuya Endo is credited with the original work and original character designs for the film. He also supervised the film. Wit Studio and Cloverworks again animated the film. New cast members to the film include Tomoya Nakamura as Dimitri, Kento Kaku as Luca, Banzo Ginga as Snyder, and Shinsuke Takuchi as Type F. Toho Animation posted a big hit thank you video of the film on Thursday. Godzilla Minus One rose from number 8 to number 6 in its 9th weekend. The film's Twitter account reported on Thursday that the film had sold 3.26 million tickets and total cumulative earning of 5 billion yen. Its 62nd day of screenings, starting on January 12th, this film will be screened on MX4D and 4DX in Japan, and a 70th anniversary original art board will be given to filmgoers. Oh, those lucky guys. Man, oh man. You have trouble starting new things. You watch a show for years, but trying to start something new is it difficult? I mean, you just gotta sit down, start it up, and just be like, okay, show me what you got, anime. Just show me what you're doing here. I hope Gold White gets some type of limited theatrical release in the U.S. That'd be nice. We need more Yor. Gentlemen, waifus, and kaijus, good morning. Hey, DJ Runner G. Crunchyroll will probably get it streaming if nothing else. Yeah. Minus One was very good. I really enjoyed it. Godzilla Minus One opened in Japan on November 3rd, 2023. Godzilla Day, which is an the anniversary of the first Godzilla film's November 3rd, 1954 release. The new film screened at the Tokyo International Film Festival as the closing film of the year's event on November the 1st. It sold 648,000 tickets for 1 billion yen in its first 3 days in the Japanese box office. It just goes along about here, about how it's doing in the US and worldwide. We all know it's doing well. Everyone, I shouldn't say everyone, but there's a lot of fans of Godzilla and kaiju films in general, and they're going to go see it. And I like the fact that it's a period piece set after World War II, where Japan is broken and they've been beaten down, and here comes Godzilla to beat them down even more, as if they weren't suffering enough to begin with. Next up, The Irregular at Magic High School Season 3's new video unveils returning and new cast April debut. Kimi wa Nozumu Ain visual novels crowdfunding ends successfully with 58 million yen. Well now. Oh, it's for a game. Okay. As long as it's not a phone game. The only $15 million US budget helps it as well, beating out the $200 million US superhero crowd. Yes, for sure. The days, and they haven't learned yet. Hollywood hasn't learned yet. They figure they have to have a successful movie, they have to pump hundreds of millions of dollars into it just to make it, and they don't. But they're too dumb to realize. You know, if you had good story, good acting, actors that don't attack the fans, directors that don't attack the fans, you know, gone are the days of actors and directors just shutting up. You know, I don't want to hear about your politics. Shut up. Make a movie, make it good, earn your money, and stop telling us how bad people we are. Shut up for a while. It's my advice to all the people in Hollywood. Shut up. Moving along to Friday, Netmarble appoints Jung-Gyu Kim as new co-CEO. The Boy and the Heron receives EDA Awards Best Animated Film Award. Jiko, Godzilla-influenced criminal organization. Phone games give us waifus. I know, but they giveth and they taketh away, Jake D. A little bit of morning tea there. High Dive reveals English dub cast for the Demon Sword Master of Excalibur Academy anime. Fluffy Paradise Anime's second promo video previews ending theme. Overlord Sai Okoku Hen films teaser video streamed. Korean FTC fines Nexon $8.8 million US for allegedly manipulating draw odds in MapleStory game. Oh, somebody get in trouble here. Hey, Punkwaddle, how you doing? Nice to see you. We're still waiting to get approval from the Stokian Finance Ministry for a water heater. MapleStory game. I don't know. Did any of you guys play the MapleStory game? The Korea Fair Trade Commission on Wednesday imposed a 11.64 billion won, or about $8 million fine on Nexon Korea for violating the country's Electronic Commerce Act in regards to in-game items sold in companies' MapleStory and Bubble Fighter games. The fine is the largest ever imposed for a violation of the Electronic Commerce Act. According to Business Korea, Nexon Korea allegedly manipulated the draw odds for an in-based item called Cube in MapleStory to near 0% without informing consumers. Cube items introduced in May 2010 enhance equipment worn by characters in the game, with the exact item only determined once the cube is used. Nexon allegedly initially set the chances of all options to be equal, but then altered the odds so that popular items are less likely or nearly impossible to appear. From August 2011 to March 2021. Really? The KFTC alleged that Nexon did not disclose this change and instead falsely stated in 2011 that it had made no changes to the... Well, first of all, they're lying when they do that, and second of all, how scummy is that they're gonna just change the odds for people without even telling them. The KFTC stated that across those 10 years, Nexon announced minor game changes 449 times, but did not disclose changes in probability that put consumers more at a disadvantage. They apologized to gamers for disappointing them, but added in a statement the issue pertains to the period before 2016, when there was no obligation to disclose information about probability-based items. Still, you're being scummy. You know what? And I hope people punish you. I hope people don't buy your games anymore. You have to be honest with them. And you know what? If they were honest, if they said, you know what, it's going to be, the odds of getting this is going to be 1 in whatever, 100 million, that's all you have to do. And then, people will be like, okay, I know the odds aren't great. No. You got fined, you got caught, you got fined. And you know what? You might have wrecked your company. We try not to divert funds from the Jiraiya College of Waifu Research and Policy. Oh, Jiraiya Sanjo! True, cannot take money from most important fund. Yep. Loot box is a scam? You don't say! Yeah, exactly. Honest? Yes, I make funny joke. What we are here? Oh, 2024 Anpanman film unveils title in June 28th opening. Moving along to Saturday. Mahjong Soul. Pawn Anime gets Mahjong Soul Kan sequel in April. For those of you that are Mahjong fans, there you go. Yeah, there's an anime for that. Bushiroad aiding officially reveal Hunter x Hunter Nen Impact fighting game in video. Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation Quest of Memories console game reveals summer release in video. Well, that's good. It's coming to consoles. I know a lot of people are into Mushoku Tensei. Bushiroad reveals new Danmachi console game. I see Macross on there. What is that about? Should have a look at this. Light novel author Fujino Omori is credited with story scenario for game with original story. Bushiroad revealed at a press conference on Saturday that it will release the first console game in the Danmachi, or is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon franchise, titled Dungeon ni Die o Montemeru no wa Machigateru Daroka Familia Myth. Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? Land of Water and Light. The console game will feature a completely new story in the world of Danmachi, an original light novel. Author Fujino Omori is credited with the original story scenario. Bushiroad launched its Bushiroad Games label in January 2023, so they've been around for a year. Okay, they don't give us much of a story, it's just a very small one. Your boy Slimnin put you on to Katamari Damacy? Yes, you're mixing up game. Danmachi and Damacy is not the same. Bang Dream, It's My Go. TV anime gets 2 compilation films in 2024. Well, that's alright. Nice to see you getting filmed. Bang Dream Ave Mujica sequel TV anime slated for January 2025. New review. Starlight visual novel reveals opening movie theme song. August delay. Lots of news from Bushiroad. Bushiroad announces 4 new visual novels for 2024. The Idolmaster Shiny Colors anime reveals key visual. Firefighter Daigo Rescuer in Orange anime casts Yoko Hikasa, Kohei Amasaki. Final Fantasy 14. Get my Roman numerals mixed up here. Final Fantasy 14 game reveals new Pictomancer job in video. Anybody still playing Final Fantasy 14? It's the online one, isn't it? I heard when people were running away from World of Warcraft, they were going to Final Fantasy and they couldn't get on because it was just way too overpopulated with people going there. Must have quieted down now, especially since I haven't heard much more bad press about who the hell makes World of Warcraft? Blizzard. Yeah, I haven't heard much about Blizzard lately. They're really keeping quiet. Yeah, but you haven't played? Okay. Need a new WoW game? Waifus of Wupstutska? Oh, there's the moneymaker right there, everybody. All of us citizens of Wupstutska, we need to have this game. It's mandatory. Waifus of Wupstutska. And it would be very popular. In fact, I know it would be popular because it would be mandatory to be popular. Get on production, Nowski. Funding be allocated. I knew it. That was Saturday. Going along to today, Sunday. The Boy and the Heron, the Super Mario Bros. Movie makes BAFTA Award long list. That's the British Academy of Film and Television Arts. That's BAFTA. It'd be nice to see Mario win, and if Boy and the Heron wins, I'm okay with that too. You know, it's an anime movie, it's winning. Oh, World of Demons smartphone game gets delisted on Apple Arcade on January the 18th. There's another one for you, folks. Another one. I'm so mad they pulled The Boy and the Heron from local theaters at Christmas for Aquaman. You didn't get to go see it. They pulled it for Aquaman? That disaster of a film? I don't even think it's done very well. I mean, I think normies probably went to see it just because they're like, oh, look, Aquaman. And I'm not going to go see it. More redcoats. How many times do we have to teach them this lesson? Yeah. How much longer? How much more do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? Yeah, I wouldn't I don't waste my time on superhero films anymore. It's nuts. It's the year of the superhero is over, like the decade that was, from about, 2008. Even before that, when the Hulk came out, technically a superhero film. That decade of just being inundated with Marvel and DC and all that. Now, you guys can clip me or quote me on this, whatever you want to do. It is going to be the decade of video game movies. There's going to be nothing but a flood of video game movies. Because Hollywood has seen how well Sonic has done and how well Mario has done. And they're going to be like, well, we got to get some of that. And they're going to try to pull up all kinds of video game characters, I'm sure, for movies. But we'll see how it goes. I'm calling it right now, though. You personally can't wait for the new Rey movie, or the First Jedi? Yeah, I'm going to have to ask you to leave now, Jake D. I won't have any of that heresy here. I'm pretty sure Comrade Leader agrees. I think we have a nice cold and wet mind for you to be in if you're going to be insisting on watching the Ray movie. Just wait for the knock at your door. Upstotskin secret police. Open door, please. Video game movies won't last a decade. They will destroy that fad way faster. Yeah, unfortunately, I think you're right. But the flood's coming. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a flood of them. Unless they make a Dead or Alive game for Jake D. Well, it certainly will make him dead, won't it? A loss of blood. We'll have to wait and see what happens. I doubt they'd make a Dead or Alive game. There'd be certain groups of people that just be reeing in their blue wigs about good-looking girls. Or they'll make one and they'll make them all just ugly as hell, which won't make any money at all. But it would sure make a lot of content for our YouTubers, right? Anyways, where were we here? Wonderful Precure anime reveals February 4th premiere in promo video, cast, staff, theme songs, and artists. Metallic Rouge anime posts 7 more cast members, clean opening and ending sequences. Yes, I am going to be watching Metallic Rouge when it comes out. It just seemed interesting to me, so I'll give it a watch and see what happens. And I will also fill you guys in on what I've been watching this season. The season just started, so it's a brand new season, and there's new shows to watch, and I will give you the rundown on those later. But that is the news of the week. Few good things in there, few disappointments like the phone games. I always warn you guys about those. They can shut them off on you at any time. If they make a Dead or Alive anything updated for modern audience, you'll swear to Chesty Puller y'all see me on the news. You draw the line at Kunoichi. Okay. Thought Uwe made a Duo game back in the day. We'll get a Russ Meyer. For those of you guys that don't know, Russ Meyer made some pretty racy films back in the 70s. They were called things like Super Vixens and all that. So they should get Russ Meyer to make a DOA movie. Okay. So this month's theme is detective and mystery. So I'm going to go through and bring up a couple of shows that deal with the theme of, being mysteries. Things need solving, something's happened. It's just something that everyone has to try to figure out. They did make a DOA movie in 2006? Wow! How do people feel about the how did people feel about live-action Yu Yu Hakusho? I myself didn't watch it. I've never been a Yu Yu Hakusho fan, really. I know it was on television, the show, and all that, but I just didn't get into it. Okay, the DOA movie was with Jamie Presley. Devon Aoki played Kasumi. Okay. Not a Yu Yu Hakusho fan? Yeah, unsubscribe, quit. Report channel. It's just something I just never got into. It's not a fact that I don't like it. I'm just saying it's just something I never got into. First one, The Green Cat. Done by Osamu Tezuka, our good old god of manga. This guy, he always writes such excellent stories. I read his manga of Buddha, and I have all, 6 or 8 volumes in hard copy, or hardbound covers, and man, just a great story. The guy's a great storyteller. The story, and the synopsis is, the story is a mystery about a green cat and a private detective who investigates where it came from. That was thought to be good luck, but eventually brought misfortune to all those who come into contact. The story was taken directly from the 5th subtitle of the 1950s Lion Books manga, which was written by Osamu Tezuka. So yes, the green cat. Let's see if we can't get into that here. This. Oh, and the cat is voiced by Masako Nozawa. She looks familiar. She almost looks like the voice actor for Goku. And she is. She is the voice actress for Goku of Dragon Ball fame. So there you go. Before she got into Dragon Ball, at least I think so. No, wait a minute. Let's check here. Because the Green Cat came out in 1984. I have to check and see if she was doing Dragon Ball before that. '81, 1982. Okay, no. Okay, Green Cat came out in 1983. And she started doing Son Goku in 1986. So there you go. One of her roles before Dragon Ball. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Okay, so here we have a book opening up that is this is how they're showing that it's an anthology from Osamu Tezuka. They're going to show some of his characters that he has created, like that, like all of these ones. There's Tetsuo and Adam, there's Kimba the White Lion, and some other ones that I have not even seen before. So this young fella, he's looking for that cat. And he meets up with this guy, Ban Shunsaku. He's a private detective. And he recognizes the young guy, because he knows him from when he was a kid. And this guy wants that green cat. And he's like, you know what? If you find that cat, you have to kill him with this gun. And he's like, wait a minute, I'm not gonna. The green cat's my friend, and you're not. So he's looking around and trying to find this cat. Meanwhile, the army is hanging out outside this house. He's looking around. And this guy's been at this for 20 years, trying to corner this cat, it looks like. And he recalls, now we do a flashback where he's back when he's a young man, and they first met this cat. And the way they met was they were running so they're running a laundry, and it's getting robbed. And this the kid we met in the beginning is him as a baby in this crib. The kid's father gets killed. The guy with the mustache is still alive. And there's where the green cat is first. The owner. She has the green cat. She commits crime. She gets away. She figures she's invincible. There's nothing she can't do. Until she gets outside and the cat decides to leave her. And she's lost now without the cat. Cat leaves, and she gets gunned down by the police. So she's lost, and she ends up in front of the police, and she's done for, as you can see. So now this guy has sort of adopted the baby, and he's leaving because he's in Chicago right now. So he wants to head back to Japan. So he heads to Los Angeles, where he decides he's gonna not work as a laundryman anymore. He's going to be a private investigator to clean up all this injustice and corruption. They did a Tekken movie around then too. There you go, Tekken. And actually, either because just wondering because the adaptations of anime seem to be the next plethora of source material to be used up. Yeah, I sure hope. I hope it doesn't get all used up. You haven't watched Yu Yu Hakusho really at all? Snacks has got on to him about it. Okay. So he spots a flying saucer, and he makes a phone call about it, and he's getting bugged by the local yokels. But he lost the baby. Or sorry, he didn't lose the baby. The baby's back there, and he's with a cat. And he's like, what are you doing? I gotta get rid of this cat. But the kid cries because he wants the cat, so he's like, okay, fine, keep the cat. And they're on a ship. He's on a ship going to Japan, as you can see. Take the ship, go across. Probably a lot cheaper than flying. Takes a little longer. But he loses the kid. Kid's in the lifeboat with the cat. The cat looks pretty suspicious now. And the years pass by, so he's lost the child. He doesn't know where the child is. But these guys and the seedy underbelly of Japan, they see there's this kid, and all he does is he hugs the cat all day. And so the cat can talk to him. This guy's like, I can't believe. He's like, I can't believe the cat can talk. I have to kidnap it. But cat sees him, knows his intentions, and he melts this guy. So that cat is pretty powerful. It's able to melt people just by looking at them. So the guy with the mustache starts his own detective agency in Tokyo. And he reads about an unknown boy with a green cat gambling in Monte Carlo, of all places. And he is doing well. His name is Mr. Sanbo. And he is just raking it in, doing all the gambling that he wants to do. Everyone's quite happy with him. But this guy travels there, and he knows something's not right. Hey, Nico, how you doing? Just going over an anime called The Green Cat, because this month's theme is mystery and detectives. So, and there's a fellow there who is studying the cat. Apparently he's some kind of a scientist. And he has in his hand some of the fur from the cat. So this guy goes prowling around to find the boy. Because he feels responsible for him. He wants to, you know, turn him away from his life of what will end up being his crime. But the cat meets up with him and is like, no, you can't see him. You neglected him. And the cat's like, I am all he needs. You shouldn't even be here. And he's like, listen, I'm going to leave, but I'm going to leave the teddy bear and a picture of me and the kid. And just make sure he gets these. And the cat's like, yep. I'll just burn them so that he doesn't even know. And the cat does burn them. But a hand reaches out and grabs the photo. So now this scientist is doing research and he's explaining that green cats have been appearing all around the world. And they're granting every wish. So he's been doing a lot of research and he's been looking into these cats. And he thinks that they're not cats at all and they came from space and that they're dangerous to humans. So now, the man with the mustache goes and he teaches judo to the officers and detectives of the Paris Police Department, where he can keep an eye on Sanbo because he is becoming a big thug in the Parisian criminal smuggling ring. And there he is with his green cat as he goes everywhere with him. And he's meeting up with some of the criminal overlords. That man with the mustache? Yes. But the cat knows, and it warns him that 4 of his men are waiting in his room to get you. He has to leave. They tell him to leave the cat outside. And so he's trying to get into their territory, and they're like, we gotta teach you a lesson. But the cat breaks in, using its powers, and so they bust out of there. There's a write-up in the paper about violence at the hotel room they were in. And so he looks like he's subservient to the cat. It controls what he's doing. But the scientist comes up with something, the machine that can remove the carbon dioxide. Because he's discovered that the cat is some kind of plant, and plants take in carbon dioxide, convert it into energy. And he's like, I have a machine, and you have to put it in there. So and right now the cat is filling his head with ideas about people that from his past that they shouldn't talk to at all. So now he's activated the machine and the cat's in pain. And the guy doesn't know what to do, so he's going to call the doctor. This guy's ready to take care of that cat. He's like, oh boy, I'm going to make sure that he doesn't cause any more trouble. But and he's about to make the shot when somebody comes up and grabs him. And then the cat escapes out the window. I think the cat's already in pain. pain because it's clearly radioactive. So he blows the whistle, and all these guys are taking shots at the cat. So they're back in the present. He sent them a letter, told them the cat's here. They think he might turn against them to save the cat. So the cat's really playing on his emotions. There's a UFO coming, looks like. And the army's there, they're getting ready to shoot. So, Cat wants the Sanbo to get rid of the old man. He doesn't realize that the old man has a picture of him as a kid. So, it's quite a dramatic moment when he's getting ready to get rid of the old man. But, all of a sudden there's tentacles. And they're both attacked by the cat. But the cat is not a cat. It's an alien. And the UFO is here to take it away, I think. Or get rid of it. They killed it. And they walk on down the road. And that's the mystery of the green cat. So, the second one, have to get prepped and ready to go here. The second one on the menu is called Mikineko Homes no Yurei Joshu. This one's from 1992. It's based on Akagawa Jiro's popular book series about hapless detective Katayama Yoshitaru, who lives with his sister Harumi and their cat Holmes, which has a sixth sense when it comes to solve mysteries. And as a standalone OVA, the after-show party of Harumi's acting troupe becomes the showplace of murder and tragedy. Luckily, Yoshitaru brought Holmes along. Well, the cat's name is Holmes, as in Sherlock Holmes. And yes, I don't recognize any Seiyu. Okay, let's dive into this one. This one's a little longer, but it is pretty good. Okay, where are we? Oh, yes. Young lady talking to, keeps calling him Watson. And he keeps arguing with her. I'm not Watson. He's like, I'm Holmes. She's like, no, you're Watson. And he's like, I'm Holmes. She's like, no, you're not. Because she's like, this is Holmes. And you just can't believe it. But turns out he's having a dream. So the title of this, Calico Cat Holmes and the Lord of the Haunted Castle. So the cat goes and grabs this. His sister, Harume, is in a play, and she is going to kill him if he doesn't come and see it in person. Because, you got to support your siblings when they ask you to come and watch them in a play. That's his, so he's a police detective. There's his partner. He's like, she told me to come and get you because you know that you're always late. So cats are the ultimate investigative companion, apparently, and when I was watching the first one and then I watched the second one, I'm like, oh, there's both cats in it. Oh, well, let's just go with that theme as well. So I decided to have 2 cat detective shows. Or detective shows that have cats in them, anyway. So he's telling him he's got to go to work early, so he won't be able to leave early. And obviously, the chief is having none of it. He's like, what do you mean? You can't leave early to go see a play. But then he's like, my sister. And he's like, oh, your sister. Well then, go ahead and tell her I said hi. So they're at the play. So the dramatic scene in the play where the heroine gets stabbed by the villain, but she's loved him. Of course, his partner wants to get in there and punch the guy in the face because he stabbed her, but he's like, it's just a play. And after the show, everyone's gathered around all the actors, everyone's getting autographs, people are getting flowers. I think she is one of the producers of the play. Has a lot of money anyway. Okay, she's the director. Yukari. She even offers our main character a spot in the next play. So they're invited to a party, and they're packed in there. There's 5 of them in that car, packed in there. He's getting a little friendly with our main character. He's scared of women. He's like, maybe I'll tempt him. He comes back from being car sick. And there's Holmes. And they arrive at the mansion, which is what it is. The place is a mansion. Or a castle? He calls it a castle. There you go. I guess it is a castle. There we go. Better shot of it there. It's a castle, and that's where the director and her brother live. That's the way to the party, apparently. They're using an old suit of armor to direct guests. And this guy's partner, he's a real pig. They're playing pool. having a good old time, or billiards, if you will. He's just stuffing his face like there's no tomorrow. Like, oh, we better not let it go to waste. And he's just cramming it in there. So that's her brother, Yukari's brother, Seiichi. So there's a legend or something that happened in the castle, which is what they base the play on. Apparently a brother and sister were in love, and they committed suicide, so... So he doesn't like it. The brother doesn't like the fact that she's bringing that up. This guy was the lead actor, and he is telling the troupe that someone approached him with a contract, a lucrative one. But it's only him. Because he doesn't want to seem like he's ditching his group. But this guy comes in and says, "Oh yeah, you signed the contract already. You're just lip service to your friends here." And so that got everyone hot under the collar, and people are leaving, and yeah, there's just awkwardness all around. But the director wants Harumi and her brother to stay the night, so... And Holmes is there too. This guy can't sleep. He's looking for the kitchen. He wants to eat more. She's like, "I'm interested in your partner. But you might do." So this guy is woken up, and he sees a visage, or a spirit, if you will, walking across the room and out the window. And yes, he gets spooked. This guy finds some cup ramen to eat. And she's like, "I know what I want to do." And he's like, "Oh, I was just having some food. I wasn't thinking about any of that. I'm going to bed. See you later." And he runs off and leaves her there. But Holmes, the cat, he comes around and he wakes people up because there's something not right. And they open up the kitchen, and they see her body there. She is... Minako is her name. She's the one that was trying to seduce that guy, his partner. And she's dead. On the floor. Apparently strangled. So now they're following the cat around, and they come to a room. And he answers the door. It's not his room. Why is he in that room? He's not supposed to be in there. It's not his room. And they go in there, and this place is weird, with all these dolls, life-size mannequins. There he is there. That's the guy. But something's not right. She's like, "Oh, my brother's over there." She's like, "Wake him up." He's like, "I can't. He's got a knife sticking out of him." So this guy's not waking up again. So now everyone gathers around. We might have a murderer here, and we don't know who it is. So even his partner is a suspect because he was in the room. So he's like, oh, I haven't done anything I should feel guilty about. And of course, his sister sticks up for him. Do we have any cats around? So they're back in the room. He thinks he's doing some investigating. He's like, this brother here sure had a lot of pictures of his sister in his room. And a secret switch, which opens up a video camera to his sister's room. And the investigators, yeah, she's gonna end it. So he's got to run there and stop her. So he stopped her from doing something silly like that with the knife. But Holmes goes back to the body in the kitchen. And it moves. It's moving. Why is it moving? Who is it? It's her. Apparently, somebody grabbed her and put her under the blanket, and the other body's gone. So now, where did that go? Who grabbed the body? What's going on here? Only penguins? You have a mouse deputy and a fish deputy? Oh, he says there's an unused basement they could go look in. Okay. Because that's always a good spot to go to, the basement. And they're in there. Oh. There's the picture. That's a very prominent picture. And I believe that's the sister way back when that they jumped off the side of the castle. There is photographic evidence of you and Mr. Fish on Twitter. Well, there you go. They don't know who the person is. But she just I think she made up that legend. Oh, and Holmes is like, follow me. And they head up to outside, and there's a rope over the edge of the wall. And it's like, what's that? The body is hanging from the rope over the edge of the wall. And of course, our heroes get distracted. They think it's, or at least he thinks it's the one fellow there that got the contract to play in the big times. But we'll see what happens. Holmes jumps or leaps off of the edge and knocks the mask off the person, who turns out to be, it's the sister. The sister is the murderer. So he's insane. Her brother was insanely jealous, but she wanted to go out with Urugawa. But her brother did a lot of killing. He wanted to get rid of everyone. And she wants to end it all. But he arrives. Try to talk some sense into her. And she gives up. But the police are there in the morning, and, you know, things have to get sorted out, so they get taken away. And there we go. Another fine job by Holmes. And that is Mikineko Holmes. We do the end credits. There you go. 2 shows that feature cats in them in different roles. The one cat was evil, the green cat. And then you got the Holmes the cat, which helped solve the mystery. And that's the theme of this month. We're going to see a lot of more detective and mystery shows. If you guys have any suggestions for good mystery or detective anime, I am always open to suggestions. So please throw them out there for me to grab and write down so I can do some more research. Coming up next, 'tis the new season. The new season of anime. And what is out there right now that I'm watching, and maybe you're watching too. First up, Delicious in Dungeon. I've already watched 1 episode of this show, and it just kind of makes sense to me that when you're hunting animals in a dungeon, or creatures, you should see whether they're edible or not. That way you won't run out of supplies. So, we'll see how this goes. Like I say, 1 episode, I can't decide the whole thing if I should drop it or not, but we'll see how it goes. It's, not bad so far. You want to watch the old You're Under Arrest live action based on the anime? Nice! Yeah, You're Under Arrest. I've watched some of that. I like it too. It's a good show. It's fun. Next up, Chained Soldier. This one surprised me as to how good it was. And yeah, I'm going to continue watching this, seeing how it's a neat premise about how women eat peaches and they gain superpowers by it, but men can't. And they have all sorts of different abilities. And the main character's woman ability is to, it looks like, to make people her slave. And then for being the slave, she has to repay them back with a reward. And her reward for our character there, the guy she meets, is kissing. So we'll see how that goes. Peaches are sexist. Damn peaches. Next up, what has come back after quite a bit of a wait is Frieren Beyond Journey's End. Definitely enjoying the Frieren anime. It's nice to see it back again. We've got, what do we got? 11 more episodes to go. It's good. And I believe they're starting the mage exam, so that'll be something to watch. See how that goes. You don't think you have to need a superpower to do that? It's funny because her body forces her to. Like, she can try to stop herself, but it's like an autonomic reflex. She can't stop her body from moving, which is hilarious. The wrong way to use healing magic. So, isekai, 3 students get pulled into another world. 2 of them are exceptional, and one is just kind of an ordinary guy. And he gets the rarest type of magic, which in this world is healing magic. It's like ultra rare. Nobody, like maybe even 1 or 2 people have it, and that's it in the whole world. So I'm curious to see how this goes, whether he learns to use his healing magic. Apparently he gets, he's being taught by somebody who's quite energetic, to say the least. But we'll see what happens with the wrong way to use healing magic. And the strongest tanks labyrinth raids. I know there's a longer title to this, but strongest tanks labyrinth raids is good enough. Typical fantasy anime, the tank, he is really strong, but he's weakening for some reason, and he doesn't know why. And so the leader of the group just kicks him out, and he's a real dick about it too, the way he kicks him out. Like, this makes you want to punch the guy. But he just dismisses him from the party, and he meets up with a not as strong party and helps them out. He meets a young homunculus along the way, and they travel back to his hometown. So the story goes from there. We'll see what happens. If he can, get back into a strong party or not, and bring out his full potential as a tank. Watching Gatchaman, 63 episodes in. Got like 42 more to go. That's good. Good old-fashioned Gatchaman. Very enjoyable. That's all I'm watching so far this season. Got the new ones. I know there's more new ones, but they have not aired yet. I just have to wait for them to air before I can even watch them. And I know there's other ones. Oh, let's do that. Here. 2024 winter season. I know a lot of people have been watching Solo Leveling, but I'm not going to bother. Yeah, Hokkaido Gals has not aired yet. It's going to air in 22 hours, it says. Metallic Rouge is airing in 2 days. Foolish Angel Dance with the Devil airs in 23 hours. Dr. Elise airs in 2 days. So it looks like I have to wait a day or two before some of these I can watch. Oh, this one's 3 days. Or the Hot Springs one. 6 days for the Meiji Gekken 1874. So that looks like a historical one. That should be a good time. Snack Basu airs in 4 days. Bang Bravern airs in 3 days. You should make an Annie list or something. It's a good idea, Punkwaddle, just in order to keep track of everything. Just for the fact that you're able to keep track of how many anime you've ever seen, or manga you've read. So yeah, it's a good thing to have. So you can keep track of all your completed ones. That way you're not watching them again, or if you do watch them again, you can put that you did a rewatch. Solo Leveling was great view. Okay. Cobra Khan, nice to see you. Yeah, so Solo Leveling was great. Nice. I've heard some people have enjoyed it, some people haven't. So I will just reserve judgment until later. All right, so that is it for the reviews and what I'm watching, and I hope you're having fun watching whatever you're watching this season. Let me know if you're watching the same things I am, because we can always have a chat about it, on what we like about it, what we think they can do better, or if you've dropped anything. Let me know if you've dropped anything so far. Some people do it right on the first episode. They just drop it. So I'm curious as to either why you dropped it or why you're still watching. The style of Solo Leveling is almost the same as the webtoon style. Oh. Okay. I'm not familiar with webtoon. Is it like limited animation? If it is, then maybe I don't know if I'd like to watch it then. All right. So yes, look for next week for more mystery and detective shows. I'm going to try to dig in there deep and find some good ones for you guys to check out. Web cartoon, you think it's the near one? Okay. I'm going to start wrapping her up here. I just like to thank everybody that came out today. Like Jake D and Alex Moore and Godzillionaire and Whoopa Troopa and DJ Ronnie G. And, of course, Punk Waddle. And I'm just searching through some more. Alex Moore and Nico. And, of course, Cobra Khan. Thanks for all you guys coming by. You know, if you can do me a favor and just hit that like button, you know, subscribe, all the good stuff, depending on which platform you're watching me on. If you're watching me on Kick or Rumble or on Twitch, or if you're watching me on YouTube, just do the thing. You know what to do. And tell your friends about me too. You know, say, hey, there's this guy. He broadcasts Saturday and Sunday mornings. You know, you can watch video games with him, or you can chat about anime. And that's what we like to do around here. There's other good channels out there too, like Pacific 414. He's going to be streaming pretty soon, I think. And then there's Blaine's Escape Corner, Ronin66. There's DJ Ronnie G. There's Brandon the Anime Guy, the Nerdporeal Lifeform, Angry Canadian, our own Whoopa Troopa, and Punk Waddle. Check out each one of these guys' channels, because they are good to watch. I have a Discord, it's called The Shop, because that's where all the tradesmen hang out. We hang out at the shop, shoot the breeze, you know, talk about work. Coming up Tuesday the 9th, Trades Talk Tuesday. Tune in for some talk about the skilled trades and how to get into them, what to expect. I have pictures and videos. You guys can come out and see some things that you don't normally see in your line of work. You know, if your line of work is different from mine, you know, you're going to see things that you don't usually see. So I hope you come by and can have a fun time. Also, if you're in the skilled trades, hit me up. I would love to have you on as a guest. And then Once again, Saturday comes up. More Golden Sun. I'm getting further and further along. I made it to the lighthouse now. Now I gotta trek through the lighthouse. And hopefully I don't die too much. Because I've got to catch up with that group of people who kidnapped my friend. And then we do a full circle next Sunday. Anime chat. Lots of shows on detective and mystery. So tune in. Get a clue and tune in. And yeah, I appreciate you guys all coming by. You make it for a fun time. All the good stuff. You bet, DJ Ronnie G. A fun time. Thanks, Punk Waddle. More like a whole room as opposed to a corner. Yeah. Yes, for Blaine, it is a whole room for him. Not just a small corner. Yes, and you too can be a waifu detective. If you show up to my stream. Point me in the clues to find the perfect waifu. And you are welcome, citizen. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's always great to see you guys come out. And I know I'll see you out there in the chats and all that. I'll be out there on other streams. We always have a good time. So, until Tuesday, where I hope to see you guys, I've been Puck, and I am signing off.